Easy everyone, what's going on? Your boy Ben Random here, and I don't even know where to start. I am an optimistic, positive brother, but this pre-season has been a shambles. You know, the friendlies. I tell you what I'm gonna do, right? So I'm gonna try find the silver lining in all of this, but it is gonna be a lot of harsh truths, and the truth of it is it's gonna be a long season. And you don't want to be watching videos of us whining and moaning. So I want to really look at the core factor and sort of get what I need to get out in this video so that I can approach this season with a realistic view of how I'm going to evaluate performances. So far in this transfer window, for me, it's not just been about the lack of players that have been coming in. Yeah, there's the marquee signing. And when I say a marquee signing, I mean more by price rather than the actual player itself. Ben White will do bits, and I do see the reason in him being signed, but 50 mil is a lot to spot on that. But I use the term marquee signing due more to price, and because we needed that position, even though I think Saliba's been treated, but I'll come on to that. There's so much that's just weak. But anyway, right, what I'm getting at is, yeah, now is there's no more excuses. Like, if Kolasinac stays, yeah, or Bellerin stays, or Laka stays, or Xhaka, as it seems like he's staying, stays, yeah, and they play the way that we know that they can play next season when they're not at their best, we can't have a go at them. We can't. We know these players inside out now. They've been here so long, we can't even get rid of them. So how can we, next season, villainize and scrutinize them? We can scrutinize the performance, and obviously we can be vexed with the result, but we know what these players are here to give. If they're playing at their top level, they'll do us a job. But how consistent can they be to do it at a top level consistently throughout the season? Maybe with us not having the midweek disruption of Europe and shitty Europa League, maybe they can get the mindset. Maybe Arteta, I'm even trying to convince myself. Yeah, I'm trying to be positive, man. Even Arteta, maybe you can try get a game plan to like facilitate it for that week's opponents, and it might be able to be turned on. But honestly, like, the only thing that is depressing me in life, we're in a pandemic, yeah, or just coming out of a pandemic, and it's a blessing that we've got our health. It's a blessing that we're able to go back out, see our friends and family. We've all been through it, and there's such optimism that is starting to come back into life. Yet the only thing that seems to pull me down is the one thing that's meant to give me the pure source of joy, and it's Arsenal Football Club. It's like the disdain that I have for this club at the moment is only outdone by the love that I'll always have for it. Do you know how deep and painful that is? Like, I can't even buy the kit because I don't want to give money to the Cronkiers, and yet the kit's fire. I'm going to go pay to watch the games, and yet there's players in that team that I don't support, and yet I support them because they wear the badge. Do you know how, like, self-harming, cryptic, fucking Stockholm syndrome this shit is? Like, this is so peak, it's deep. Like, I feel so detached from this club, and the craziness of having a friendly against Spurs is insane. Like, why are we? That to me, yeah, is the owners going, right, what we're going to do now is we're going to again slowly roll in the Super League, but we'll do it through a series of friendlies under the gaze of a charity, so that the money's going to go to them, yeah. But really, it's just soft, like, filtering what's to come back. And this is it as well. As fans, it's like, we don't want the Super League, and rightly so, yet the owners splat 50 bills on Ben White, and we almost feel like appeased. It's like, the thing that really pisses me off about this club, yeah, is like, the links that we get put with, yeah, all the time, how many actually come to fruition? Like, do you really think we're going to go in and spend big on Maddison? Like, why aren't we going to get a war? And why, right? Are we looking to, like, when players go on loan, what are they meant to do? They're meant to prove their worth so that they're meant to come back. So why can't Joe Willock at least have a run? Like, there's money there for him, I get that. But at the end of the day, why can't we give him his due? Because that's what he did when he went on loan. He's earned the right, an Arsenal lad from the Hale End Academy, to have the right to have a push. Do I think he's going to be good enough? I actually think he's a baller. And I think under the right management and coaching, he could be an unbelievable box-to-box, arriving late player. I really do. If he's got like that security around him, you don't need to play as deep. And yet we're going to lose out on that. And it's just frustrating. Like, this club really is frustrating. You know, we're playing Brentford on Friday, and I think Brentford fancy it. And it's like, I don't blame them. Like, what do we think we're going to do this season? Like, so this is it, man. Like, I know it's been 6 minutes of whinging, and I pray like the videos that I'll do for the season won't be based on whinging, because it's based on reality, which is we aren't good enough. The players that we can't get rid of aren't good enough, and because they aren't good enough, it's not for us to have a go at those players. It's for us to keep going at the manager, at the technical director, and at the owners, because they're the ones who failed us. It was only 5 seasons ago we had the likes of Santi and Rambo, and that was seen as like a step down from like the players before. But it wasn't, man. Like, the creative flair that we once had, how's that dried up? And talking of Maddison, why would Maddison leave Leicester to come to us? Are you mad? Like, do you know what's really pissed me off about like this whole transfer window, right? Villa have moved big. Like, the way that Villa signed the brother from Jamaica, the winger, yeah? Bailey. They knew they were losing Grealish, and they came back and they stacked it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's teams that move like a bigger club than us. We just lean on the fact that we're linked with a big player. Like, why aren't we going back for a while? Like, we know that we want to get rid of a right back. We know we need a keeper. Like, why aren't we doing these things? It's the same time after time after time. And you can say, well, it's just like under Arteta, but when it was Wenger as well, when we lost players, when we used to lose players consistently at Man City, how many times we just signed players on the last day of deadline and not had time to bed in? Like, there's such a rotten core at this club. It's fucking vile. It's vile. This isn't our club. This is not our club. This is not who we support. This is not what we got into loving this club for. So, you know what? I'm just going to go into next season with the lowest expectations, and I just want the young players and the players that have a bit about them to just improve, build on who they are, and let's see where we're at. Because if we're able to keep a solid foundation of those sort of players and then see how everything transpires and changes, there is a nucleus, there's a skeleton of a quality team in there. It just needs a better manager and better owners. So, onwards, upwards, Victoria Concordia Creset, man. I don't see the harmony, so I don't see the victory, but it is what it is, man. Win, lose, draw. Who to be a gooner for life. Ben Random, stay safe, stay blessed, peace and light.